Ember Reach is growing faster than we can keep up with. The builders are burning through resources, the warehouse is a disaster, and honestly, we're still doing way too much by hand. So today we finally start Create. How's it, fellow adventurers? I'm Stephenton, and this is Minecraft All the Mods 10. Last episode we did a builder's hut and we did a little warehouse there at the back. As well as in between episodes, I placed down this stone brick pathway to ensure that the builders and the colonists walk faster and have a little path to actually go through everywhere. It goes all the way to the guard tower right here, and it goes all the way to the town hall at the front right over there. Today we're finally starting what's probably going to become the backbone of the entire world's automation. The colony is expanding pretty quickly already, but the demand of wood, stone and resources MineColonies need is honestly getting ridiculous. Before Ember Reach completely drains us dry, we need to start building some proper infrastructure. This is what we have for the MineColonies at the moment. We have the warehouse over there, our little supply camp. We've got one builder's hut, an alternative builder's hut. The town hall will go there. We've got residence over here, one guard tower over here, and another guard tower right here. We still need to clean out a lot of these trees, and we need to continue farming dark oak, as we are going to use that for throughout the whole colony. Before I continue, I just want to say thank you so much, Lady Jenny, helping me in the comments in the last episode for how to rename these colonists. I did just not think far enough, and I should have used a damn anvil to create name tags, but it has been created now, so let us pop some names on these colonists. Thank you so much for all the members for the support. As you become a member, we will grow the colony even more and add your name to the colony. I really do appreciate your support. It really means the world to me. We've also still barely touched Create so far, and I really want this world to slowly evolve into this massive industry city over time. So today feels like the perfect point to finally get started. So the current goal now is to go mining. We need andesite, zinc, iron, coal, redstone, definitely diamonds, and we need to keep mining till we get enough resources. This is where ATM always starts opening up. Once Create enters the picture, suddenly every resource has a purpose. I'm trying not to rush too deep into tech immediately though, because I still want Ember Reach to feel like it's evolving naturally over time, instead of just skipping straight into giant factories. As the whole idea is to have a whole huge dystopian city somewhere on this world. We haven't seen the location yet, where we have full automation, all in good time. So I will be starting in this hobbit hole that I've already started, and I'm just going to dig down from here. But currently we need a bunch of resources for the workshop that I have built in Creative, and majority of it is dark oak because I want to stick with the theme of the colony. And then we need stone, cobblestone and andesite. I kept it as simple as possible because we don't really have a lot of resources. I have hit a redstone cave. Freaking amazing. This is gonna help us out a whole lot. And yeah, we're not too far away. It's right there where base is, so not bad. There is a nice geode ore, and we're getting dark ore, we're getting a lot of copper, we have a lot of redstone. This can be turned into a lot of stuff, and we can smelt it into redstone itself. Not a lot of iron, but we have our villagers doing passive iron farming up there. So I'm very happy with how things are going, and we have reached a andesite node right here. So yeah, let's just continue getting a whole bunch of andesite, as that is the backbone of Create. And we currently have a stack and a half. So yes, still a whole lot to get. And then I'll be mining some basalt as well, as it is a nice building block as well. We've got 6.5 stacks andesite, a lot but not enough. Then I'm also getting diorite and still getting redstone, already smooth basalt. We've got some lead and we're still going. We have so much to get still. And then here's some calcite as well that I want to get, because it is a beautiful building block that is just fantastic to work with when you want to do lighter shades with limestone. I've ran out of sticks to make more pickaxes. I started going with stone. We've got a whole backpack full of stuff, so I'm very happy. Currently we've got so many stacks of andesite, and we still have more right here in my own backpack, in my own inventory. So yeah, that is a bunch of stacks. So I am very happy with what we've got. I will just continue picking up all the leftover drops, and then I'm going to head back to base now. Cool. So almost a full double chest of random stone and some granite that matches beautifully with bricks. Then a whole bunch of redstone, extra other shards and quartz and dirt and other gems and that. Then we've got this chest, not even a half a chest of raw copper, raw iron, raw antimony, and raw lead with coal, and then almost a half a chest of andesite. Not bad, not bad, not bad. So in the quest, the create one, we got andesite, so it's giving us 16 more andesite. Awesome. We will get into andesite alloy shortly, because we need some iron nuggets. That's why we've got the iron farm at the bottom over there. So what we do is we grab iron ingots, turn them into nuggets, stack of andesite top left, bottom right, or other way around. There we go. So iron nuggets top left, bottom right, andesite bottom left, top right, and make a stack of andesite alloy. And it doesn't matter actually, it's a shapeless craft, so that is perfect. 2 stacks will definitely not be enough, so let's grab another 4. And there we go, 4 stacks of andesite alloy. That should be good for a start. We're getting another 8 alloy, fantastic. And then to craft shafts is easy, just andesite alloy on top of each other. Then I would like to make water wheels. So with water wheels, it's quite simple, just a shaft in the middle, any plank around it, and there you go. Then we can make large water wheels, which is just a normal water wheel in the middle and a bunch of planks all around it. And then I want to make a hand crank. That is andesite alloy and a slab shape of planks. Then I want to make a mechanical press. That is the iron block, andesite casing and shaft. You might be asking, how do we make andesite casing? Well, that's quite simple. So you place a log down, strip it, and put andesite alloy on it. Sorry lady. Place andesite alloy on them, quite easy. And then we just ultimine all 12 of them. Awesome sauce. Then we make a bunker. That's a shaft, andesite casing, and a block of iron. Then we can make a depot. That is a andesite alloy and a casing. And just for the ease of not killing our eyes, let's quickly just make a little hole over here so that we can make some of the create stuff where we start before we pop them into our warehouse, because the warehouse still has to be built. So what we do is we place down the depot, place down the press, shift right click, it will place it down, put the hand crank on it. Then what I want to do is place some iron ingots on it, and then just hold right click. It will take a lot of your food. So yeah, this just makes some beautiful iron sheets. There we go. 9 iron sheets has been made. This shows all the ores. It doesn't matter, as with this mod pack, everything is nicely interconnected. That is great. And to not mess up your food so much, what you can do is you can create a small water wheel, add water to whichever way you want it to spin, add shafts, and it will automatically connect to this guy. So what you can do then is grab your iron ingots, pop them down on this guy. It will be very slow, but it's gonna passively make them into iron plates. And that's exactly what we want. Then what I also want to do is put some gold ingots down there. Let that do its thing. I'm going to grab this hand crank. I then want to make cogwheels. So that's just going to be a few of them. Let's do 6. It will probably give us more with this. There we go. I then want to make a millstone. So that is any sort of stone. Andesite casing in a cogwheel. It must be any sort of stone, not cobblestone. There we go. Grab that. Grab the cogwheel. Place it down. Place the cogwheel down. Place the hand crank on top of that. We need string, so chuck in some white wool. And then just hand crank that puppy. And it will give us 1 string. Awesome. Grab the golden sheets. I want to make engineer's goggles. That is 2 glass, 1 string, and a gold plate. And I want to make a wrench. That is 3 gold sheets, 1 cogwheel, and 1 stick. And there we go. Awesome. Let us place our goggles in our courier slots. And now we can see what speed the SU, which is stress units, the create machines work at. As you can see, it is 0. And if we use it, it's 256, and this one is 64 because it's very slow with the water wheel. And then the wrench is to pick the stuff up easy. As you can see, it takes us a hot minute to break this with something else. With the wrench, you just shift right click and it picks it up and pops it into your inventory directly. We just got netherrack from the millstone with some other flowers. We will check that out shortly. And getting a whole bunch of other stuff. Fantastic. We won't be using the stressometer and all of this right now. So I'm just going to place these in here. That is fine. Now we can use the flowers. Pop that into the millstone. And then you can just crunch them up. And it will give you different dyes, which is very awesome. You can also throw in wheat and crank that up. And you will get some wheat flour. Wheat flour you can then mix with some water to make dough. And then we need slime balls for the future. So that means we need dough and lime dye. Lime dye can be used with green dye and white dye. Green dye can be blue and yellow dye. So let's grab this. Make some green dye. Make some bone meal and mix the bone meal with green dye and it gives us lime dye. The lime dye and the dough mixes together and gives us slime balls. Then we need super glue for all contraptions for create. That is a iron plate, slime balls, and an iron nugget. And there we go. You can add mending to the super glue. And I got this guy to give us mending. And I've got a few mending books. And that can then be added together on an anvil. And you can also add unbreaking to it. Pop that in our backpack for the future. And on the quests for making super glue, we get another one and more slime balls. And that is just some of the basics for the create mod. We will get back into this, but first we need to check in our mine colonies. Like I said, I don't want every episode becoming a full mine colonies focused, but I do want Ember Reach constantly progressing in the background while we work on bigger automation projects. Next is the Courier's Hut. This should help a lot because right now I'm basically acting as the logistics system myself. So what I want to do is make a mechanical saw, as I need to start chopping these trees down a lot easier. So crouch, right click to put the mechanical saw down, get that ready. Ensure that there's only one log down for where it can cut. Ensure all the other logs are higher. I then connect all of the trees together with a few logs. Then we just, as you can see, the mechanical saw cuts the logs and then it just cuts down all of the buddies. And we go around and collect all of the materials. And that's how we collect 4 stacks of dark oak log within a few seconds. I'm keeping it right here placing down more log saplings, and they will grow, and we will continue doing that. Now into MineColonies after a good night's rest. So for MineColonies we need the Courier's Hut. That is 7 planks, boots, leather, and the building tool. It doesn't matter, I'm going to use iron boots because it gives us 2. That is exactly what we need. 2 Courier's Huts, even though I'm only going to use 1 right now. That should be fine. And I think we should place it close to the warehouse because they're going to have to run from their Courier Hut to the warehouse to the rest of the colony. So a good place should be up here, I think. So craftsmanship, storage, Courier's Hut, and let's have a look. It looks so awesome. Okay, it really looks so cool. So they get onto this ladder into the system over here, and it still has this dark oak look to it in between all the trees. I absolutely love it. I'm going to place it over here. We can just make this a tiny bit better so that it can place easier. And yeah, I think this is the spot right there. Let's place it down. Fantastic. So not really a lot to get here. 4 cobblestone, 2 torches, 23 dirt, 64 dark oak slabs, planks, fences, and dark oak logs. Really not that bad. So lady, you are our builder in Builder Hut 1. That is perfect. Do you have everything you need? There is okay, not a problem. I do not know what you have on person. So let's go to the Courier's Hut. Build options. The builder will be Lady Jinx and build perfect. Then we go to your Builder's Hut. I want to pause you because I don't want you to build quite yet. And now we can see on the resource scroll what we need. Let me quickly get all of this and then I will be with you. Thanks to the warehouse, all of our dark oak stuff is right here, which makes it so much easier to get. So yeah, I am already in love with this. So I'm going to place all of this in the building hut inventory right there. I believe that should be everything. So what we're going to do is we are going to manage worker and unpause. Lady will start. There we go. Fantastic. And there we go. Fantastic. Level 1 is quite plain vanilla, which makes sense. And we will be managing a worker. We've got Berserker Lord right here, ready to rock and roll. And the reason for that is athletics is 3 and your strength is 4, stamina is 3, so that's really good. And Lucy is still unemployed, but that's okay. You will get a job soon. I just added these stairs so that they can actually get to the top. because there is no ladders in as of yet. These random dots all around is for the other buildings. So I just placed temp corners to show where they will be. You'll see there by the town hall is also a few. So yeah, this is where the town hall will be all around. And we will have our little workshop right over here. Let's quickly destroy these trees. There we go. All of them are connected. Let's chop it down. And there we go. Almost 3 stacks right there. Just claimed a whole bunch more quests and we got a bunch of dye, which will be perfect for the next few things that we want to do in the episode. We want light blue dye, and that is white dye and blue dye. Grab 1 paper and create an empty schematic. Grab the bow out of the weapons chest. Then we want a schematic table. That's 2 smooth stone and 3 slabs. And a schematic cannon, which is a dispenser, which is a bow, redstone, and some cobblestone. And then the dispenser with 2 smooth stone, 2 logs, and 2 block of iron. It will be the dark oak workshop. Grab another paper. Create a clipboard, which is a andesite alloy paper, and a plank. First, place the schematic. And here is a quick overview, small but quick. And we need to place it nicely because I want it to be next to the residence over here. So we're going to move it down like that, rotate it so that it faces this way, and align the front of it with the front of this and have it moved 1 down. We will just clean up all of this and flatten it out all around the place so that it looks nice. I'm moving it 1 down again because I want it to be on the same level as this, as the path. Over here, we will then just have a path go from here all around something. So I will clean up this area all the way around here. But before we get into this, we need to continue with MineColonies and get this residence up because the people keep complaining and I fully understand. And there we go, residence is done. And now lady has officially have a place to live. I was thinking that there would be more than 1 bed in here, but it is fine. We will get, see, ladies lives here, works 35 blocks from here, that's cool. We will get a tavern up some other time, and then a whole lot more people can sleep in the tavern than in a residence. And the tavern is just planks, a barrel, and a building block. And it doesn't really explain what it does, but it's okay. If I am not mistaken, that is where more than 1 person can sleep. Okay, so yeah. The achievement is your citizen needs a place to live. Build them a house. Each level houses 1 citizen. So if that is level 1 now, so it houses 1 citizen. If it's level 2, it's 2 citizens. 3, 3, 4, 4, so on and so forth. And now we get to this beautiful create workshop. I just want to line it up nicely with that guy. Otherwise, it's going to look a tiny bit out of place. So it needs to go forward about 2 or 3 blocks so that we match this guy up to the middle here. And I am quite happy with this location. It can move this way a bit. So let's just move it 2 spots this way. And you know what? I am going to mirror it. And there we go. So this is where this will be situated. I've got the water wheels here. So what's going to happen is the water will be coming from this side, going down into the water down here. We will then just fill this in nicely so it doesn't float. And I am very happy with this. So what we're going to do is it's going to be placed right there. Pop it into the schematic cannon. It will fill up the clipboard and we will go through this. So andesite, that's easy. The stairs, this is the same blocks that is used on these. It is these blocks right here, the framed dark oak planks, and we've got more than enough. I just made stripped dark oak coffee tables. That is literally just stripped oak log and fence. Now I'm going to make balconies. That's 2 fence and sticks, and we need 64 of them. Cool beans. And then dark oak ranch trapdoors. That's 37 of them. Awesome. There we go. And then we've got that. So let's quickly just chuck all of this in there. Update it. Cool. Now we just need 2 smokers, shaft, glass, dark oak terrace stairs. And that is 3 stripped oak logs and 2 normal logs. And we need 9 of them. And the smoker is a furnace and logs all around it. Then we just need glass. I think it said 40, so let's just do that. Then it wanted shafts. I'm just going to chuck all the create stuff in there. I'm going to tick this one because we do have it. The Domum Ornamentum one. That is this framed dark oak Domum Ornamentum ones. So yeah, there is 64. So yeah, cool beans. Then this one, this shingle, that is where you go to the architect's cutter, you say shingles, and then we just need the bricks extra, and we place the cobblestone in there, and we need 145 of them. Perfect. Pop the shingles in there. Just go through this again, and as you can see, it's just those blocks and all else is good and ready. So I just need to go and hunt for gunpowder because I don't think I have any. Nope. So what we're going to do is we can see, can't craft it. Nope. We could have used mechanism, but there's a whole huge step to do that. So what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to go into a cave and go and hunt some creepers. It's a creeper. It's creeper season. And I've got kitty boots on so they will not attack me. But they will explode. Good. 2 gunpowder. Now just a few more. As you can see, kitty slippers. This will keep away the creepers and phantoms. So awesome sauce. Now let's just go and get more gunpowder. Okay, well, there's a cave spider spawner. I was attacked a whole lot, and Yari's diamond. So not bad at all. That's 2 diamonds. Fantastic. Our first diamonds. And then this spawner that I'm gonna keep right there. Nope, I'm gonna destroy it. And then we can open this chest. Ooh, anvil, not bad. Block of iron, not bad. Hey, slime balls, a lead, and some emeralds. Well, I've got 5 gunpowder. Let's hope that's enough. Pop this guy in. Shots left, 400. With backup 2000. I think that's enough. Oh well, let us get into this guy right here. Okay, and time lapse. And it is pretty much done. The macaw shingles did not turn out as it should. This looks like a freaking circus party. And then all of these things are also weirdly rotated. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around, fix all of these things and fix all of the shingles. Because that was just supposed to be normal gray shingles. Literally like this. Should have literally just been that. But okay, there we go. Fantastic. That's all set up. Nicely done. This power will actually go straight down so that we've got a whole huge hole underneath the thing that I am busy digging out. Underneath a whole workshop so that we can just wire everywhere just without having the cables, well, the shafts running all over the place. I did change this. It was actually not that difficult. I just had to concentrate because in creative I was a bit all over the place. So it is this cobblestone extra, and you can get that from just making a X with cobblestone. And then with that, it is cobblestone extra on this shingle material and a dark oak plank on the support material. So that is fantastic. So what's going to happen is I'm going to move my villagers into here so that they've got their own nice little jail. Place a little house right there. I'm going to move my bed to all the way to the attic on top. Here we can put quite some cool thingies. And we can have some stairs running down to a dock or a fishing hut or something like that. The water is running from there all the way through into over here. So it comes through here into the ocean, which is very awesome. Then we've got these stairs coming up with a nice big opening. Here will be some create stuff. And then we've got a balcony over here that can also get some create stuff if need be. And then when we go up, there's another balcony for more create stuff. And then I will have my bed here with some important storage and probably just more create stuff. Because as I said, this is a create workshop. Oh yeah, and this is the smokers. It will work best with oak. But I just saw this and thought it looks so cool. And it matches nicely with the balcony board stuff. You can change this pattern with shears, but I don't have, so yeah, that's okay. But unfortunately, that's going to be that for this episode. Today was honestly a huge turning point for Ember Reach. We finally had our first real create building set down, the colony is expanding properly, and for the first time this world actually feels like it's starting to become something bigger. Next time we start putting in some create machines, because this workshop is definitely not going to be enough for where we are heading. As I want to get a drill down to get a whole lot of materials, and I want to get a whole bunch of the quests done, ready to rock and roll. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and consider becoming a member to be part of this colony. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye for now.